Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Ohayocon 2017 with SwankyBox. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic this weekend. So how did you get started in the world of entertainment?
Actually, it started way back when I was in high school and YouTube first came out. 2005, a lot of my friends and I, we would just, after school hours, we would go and create videos at my friend's house. We used this really dinky family camera that we just happened to have, recording stuff to cassette. And YouTube was such a, I guess, a new medium. People were just uploading stuff just to upload stuff, not so much to make a living out of it. But we loved doing that so much, and that's actually what got me back into it. You know, having that experience as a kid, then going to college for video production, things like that, I kind of just kept that feeling with me, and it's kind of interesting to see that I arrived back right where I started.
You actually happened to release a video back in December about your life and shared some of your aspects on why people want to do these types of careers. How did you come to the decision to make that video? I mean, it's pretty personal, man. Like you took a lot of deep thought on that and shared that information with people on how you went about this. So what made you like, you know what, I'm going to do a video on how everything went?
I think so many people arrive at the same point in their life. And they don't, you know, they have this plan in front of them that they're supposed to follow, right, that the parents had told them, if you follow this, you will have success. So this is the general course that your life should take. Right. And the thing is that, you know, that's a very old way of thinking. It's not wrong, but it doesn't necessarily apply to the world today. Right. There's a lot more people than there was yesterday. You know, all these jobs and stuff that we had promised aren't, you know, they're not always there. And if you get to that job or you do everything you're supposed to, you might still not be happy.
Correct.
And that's the biggest thing. And that's why I made that video, because I was terrified to make the jump. I was terrified to go and do YouTube full time. But I'm glad I did, because so many people get to the edge and they don't take that plunge to try. They don't ever try. So the idea was make that video showcasing my thoughts on the topic, and hopefully that video would inspire someone to consider taking that jump.
And you and I are probably around the same age, you know, late 80s babies, you know, and we grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, so we kind of went with the flow of technology. So I understand what you're saying. It's like, you know, we were taught as like, you go to school, get out, you get a job, and you stay in that job till the day you die, and that's all you do. But you'll still be happy with the amount of money you're making, but where's that happiness in the long run? And I understand what you're saying on that end. So, you know, same generation issue, yeah. So within such a short period of time, though, since you relaunched your channel, how did you gain a large fan base so quickly? I mean, I was watching you discuss that. I was like, yeah, that's pretty fast in terms of YouTube.
Well, it's because I tried so many times in the past that I failed. And every time I would do that, I would learn from those mistakes. But I was always passionate about YouTube, no matter if I was doing corporate video or I actually worked at an SEO firm for a while, a search engine optimization firm, which also aided in when I finally came around to doing YouTube. I sort of had this background. I knew, well, if I make these videos tied to these search terms and things like that, and the content is relevant and strong on its own, then it will flourish in time. And eventually that snowballs up, and then you do have your one breakthrough video that kind of starts everything in the momentum of your channel. And I mean, truthfully, I had no idea I'd be where I am today. You just put a video up, you shout to the universe, and you hope something happens. So the amount of growth I've had, it blows me away. And like, all I can be is thankful, because I know that it was the other people who thought my work was worth sharing to others. That's really why I am standing here right now.
Alrighty, man. Now, again, you know, we're here in Ohio, and there's a lot of great talent that comes from Ohio. Matt Pat is from Medina, which I'm from Brunswick, so it's like 15 minutes away. Markiplier's from Cincinnati, and there's a lot of other great YouTubers that are from here. So what's it like knowing that you have like this great company of people that like shared your same upbringing and thought processes? You know, what's it like, because Ohio is the nerd capital of the country, so what's it like living here and working here?
It's interesting, because, you know, when I was working at my corporate job, those are, you know, Matt Pat, a Markiplier, actually Devin Supertramp was a YouTuber who inspired me as well. All those people, I watched them start from nothing, right, and grow into something while I was watching them in my second monitor when I was supposed to be working. So like, you know, you would watch these people day in, day out, you would see their struggles, you would see their triumphs.
Yeah, they talk about it all personally.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, Matt Pat started making videos in like, it was like PowerPoint and Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, I remember.
Markiplier, I mean, I swear his first video, he filmed it like on a potato. I don't know what he filmed it on, and he was scared. He was like, you could tell him he was not confident at all being on camera or talking, and that only gave me strength. You know, seeing people who were no different than myself.
Right.
Take ownership of it, and not give up, and just keep uploading and keeping, keep that creative energy flowing. It was really cool. Now a lot of those people obviously are no longer in Ohio. Yeah. A lot of them are in LA. But I hope to change that. I don't see any value in going to the coast.
No, neither do I.
It's a digital age. I mean, there's no point in going out to where the cost of living is higher when everything can be done here. There may be more opportunities with companies and I guess collaborations and VIP events for stuff. But honestly, you can do this stuff anywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at. A camera, a computer, and some internet, and you're good to go.
That's what I like about it. Now, you're a gamer at heart, as we know. What series of games or types of games are your favorite to play? I mean, I think I've seen your Zelda ones. I saw your Undertale one. So, what style do you like to play the most? Like, what genre?
Probably platformers. I mean, wow. There's the dynamic of Nintendo 64 platformers.
Ooh, yeah,
it's hard to explain to someone who did not live through that generation what is so appealing about them. There's like this magical quality about them. Yeah. And I think they gave me the sense to, I played side scrollers growing up, Super Nintendo and things like that. Yeah. But adding that extra depth and being able to explore a world, that was game changing for me because I always wanted to explore, and I never could. We lived in the middle of nowhere, cornfields on all four sides. The nearest house was like 2 miles away, and you just had you and your brothers to play games. And these worlds, or these games, the worlds in these games allowed us to explore. Yeah. We could live vicariously. Like, if I wanted to go to the beach, I went to the beach in Super Mario Sunshine. Yep. And I experienced the ocean for the first time. Until later on in life where I could actually go to that. So the early platformers from the Nintendo 64, even to the GameCube, are definitely some of my favorites.
I grew up with all the way back on the NES, all the way up to my Xbox One now. So I've gone through all that with you. So yeah, I really like that. Now you've come to conventions. What has been one of your favorite ones to attend? I mean, you've gone all over the country attending these. So what one would you say was probably one of your favorites?
I actually have a couple of favorites. So my background is actually anime conventions. Before I got into the gaming conventions, which I'm doing now, like I actually just got back from MagFest.
Oh God.
That was my first time going to MagFest.
But I'm just saying that experience.
Yeah, that's why my voice is so froggy, because like I just got over being sick from MagFest. Everyone gets sick from. But Ohayocon, ColossalCon, YomaCon, those are my roots. Yeah. That's where I got started, even before doing YouTube, and like those are the conventions I did my first panels at. Okay. So they have a sort of a place in my heart, a special place in my heart. So it's really cool to be back here. From being an attendee to being a guest. That journey is it's mind-blowing, and like knowing that like the person who inspired me at that panel, I am now that person sitting in the panel chair inspiring someone else. It's hard to wrap your head around, but it's a really great feeling.
I started off as a gopher here, 2009, and worked my way up to this position, like just by accident, like totally. So I understand what you're getting at. It's like, oh, I get to talk to these guys and have fun with them. Yeah, I totally understand. So are there any upcoming projects you want your fans to know about at this time?
Yes, so we actually just launched, working with my friend Terminal Lazy, who's a longtime friend and an artist, and we're working on a series called Tunoscopy, which is really dissects the cartoons and the anime we watched growing up and kind of pulling the themes away from it. So we just launched an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, talking about courage is sort of, when you strip everything away, it's all about just being content with the status quo and always trying to achieve that no matter how that is achieved. Yeah. And we have several other episodes lined up. We have a cool one coming out on Ed, Edd n Eddy. I'm really excited about. Ed, Edd n Eddy's an awesome series. Watched it religiously growing up. Let's see. Lots of Mario theories I have in the works. I have working on a game. Okay. So this is going to be a game that's sort of integrated with the channel. Also writing a book. So all these things are like, 2017 was the year where I was going to start making announcements of these things. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming down. So yeah, lots to look forward to in 2017.
Okay, other than your YouTube channel, where else can fans keep up with you, and what message do you want to send out to all your wonderful fans that might be watching?
Besides YouTube, Twitter is the easiest way to to follow along. I mean, with YouTube, I in order to deliver a message, I have to put out a video.
Yeah.
Twitter, I can do it on the fly.
Yep.
Here, like, you know, at Ohayocon, just like saying, hey, here's my panel.
Yeah.
You know, thanks for coming, taking photos. I can keep that constant conversation happening. Twitter is the best one, at @Swanky_box. Facebook, I do have a small Facebook page, but I do post things on that too because I know some people use that medium.
Need it a little more.
But yeah, those two main things are the ways you can find stuff. And for everyone watching, you know, thank you so much for the support over the years. Honestly, like I said before, I could not have gotten here without your help. So I'm just really happy that you all thought my work was worth sharing and continuing to push me every time I thought about giving up. That really means the world to me, and I don't know if I'll be able to ever repay that, but just know I'll forever be thankful.
Thank you so much for talking. It's wonderful to learn these things and aspects on how to be entertaining on YouTube and entertainment in general. It's such a wonderful time to learn these items from you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yep.